Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Ninja Blast, and welcome to part 2 of Fallout New Vegas play session. This is still a quest Come Fly With Me. If you didn't watch part 1, there will be an annotation that'll take you to it. But basically what happened, I'm clearing out these Nightkin, and I think this guy's the last one. Okay, I think I remember here what happens.
Antler says you are the one killing my kin. Antler says you must die.
Oh, that's strange. If I remember before, you were able to negotiate with him. Guy where you used to be able to ask who's Antler, and then I think you could have convinced him maybe to not do anything. Okay, but oh well. For now, I guess we have to kill him. No big deal. Either way, I've always killed him before in my other playthroughs. Let's finish him off with this. Alright. Pretty easy, and this gun's really close to being completely destroyed. This guy's a bumper sword, really expensive. It weighs 12 pounds. I guess I'll take it to sell. And I might, since I don't really use weapons and I don't tend to upgrade my skills with this, with melee weapons too much. This guy I think is supposed to be Antler. So I'll probably just sell it, and if I run out of if I'm carrying too much weight, I guess I'll just get rid of it. Maybe, I'll look around and see if I can get rid of anything that's more worthless. Okay, I remember. It took me a long time to actually find this. Oh. Yeah, for a second there, I thought they were going to come out of the roof, but that would probably be a really bad idea, considering there's a high chance of probably getting smashed. Oh, I remember this part. I might make an introduction video about and by introduction I mean like Fallout and how it works, kind of like. If anyone's ever been interested in Fallout games, and maybe if they've tried games like other Bethesda games like Skyrim or Oblivion, and they've been interested in the Fallout series, I can kind of show them how they're similar and how they're different. And I've played both, and I think both are really great series. I personally have always liked Fallout better, and by Fallout since Fallout 3, since the other earlier Fallouts were kind of, by a different company, and they were kind of they were a pretty different game. This one was probably the most advanced, that had borrowed a lot of mechanics from Oblivion. I don't think I really want to take that many of these things. Just, they're heavy, and even though it could help me for... Oh, there we go. Speaking of heavy things, I'll get rid of this. Let's see, any extra weapons I have that I could get rid of this pistol. And by get rid of it, I mean to repair weapons in this game, you could either go to a merchant and just tell them to repair it, but if you have your repair skill is high enough, like mine is 30, and it'll just allow you to repair guns with other guns. And the higher your skill is, the better your one gun can repair the other. Let's see how big of a difference. It'll keep it at full. And yeah, if a gun is weak, or by weak I mean like in low condition, then it won't do as much damage as it normally should when it's at completely fixed. Another thing that they added in this game, I'm pretty sure Fallout 3, at least I never experienced this, your reload time slows down sometimes. Like if you saw earlier in the first part when I was shooting the plasma pistol, I actually it looked like my guy reloaded the pistol twice, and that's because supposedly it kind of jams while you're reloading it because its condition is poor. A bottle cap. Okay. I'll just get out of here. Move Boone. Yeah, its condition is low, so therefore it'll have less damage or harder to use, and yeah. Punch. Breakdown. Here it just lets you break stuff down. Break weapons down and get, I guess, supplies from them. I don't think I'm supposed to go this way. I've kind of just been like going here out of, I don't know. Pretty sure this is later. Well, let me see. What am I supposed to do? Report. Yeah. Okay. This is for much later. I remember. Let me just go into third person really quick. No, but I'm just gonna unequip my weapon so I could move a bit faster. But yeah, hoping to do more play sessions about with other quests. I didn't really want to do a playthrough of this game, like a let's play in any sort, because with let's plays I've always had problems with those, of, you know, a lot of unfinished things, and the reason for that is just kind of like I kind of like being able to play the game without having to talk over it the entire time. And you know, if and also if it's short, like, you know, the other thing, like sometimes some other games could get in the way of me playing through a certain game. So so the thing is, with at least the stuff like this, like a play session, it's kind of like my choice on how long I want it to be. Like if it ends, it'll end, and you know, it's not like a ongoing series, especially for games like these. Like, you know, it'd be cool to do a let's play of this game, but I mean, it's just extremely long. No, it's this way. I always forget for some reason. But it's extremely long, and I know that I will definitely not finish something like this. Especially, you know, talking over it and everything. I guess I could do one without, like, ever talking, but, or maybe only talking whenever I feel like, you know, whenever I feel like it. Where's Jason Bright? He's probably downstairs. Or upstairs. But you know, I don't know. It's kind of hard to pick those things. Interesting.
Is the way clear? Praise the Creator, and bless you, Wanderer. The way is clear. I will lead my flock through the basement to the sacred site. I hope you will come find us there, Wanderer. There is much to be done.
Alright. So now he's gonna go lead all the ghouls and his gang all the way down to where we just cleared out, which you'll see kind of what the ghouls actually want. A hint of this is just the name of the quest, called Come Fly With Me. And note that this place is called, I think, Repcon Test Site. And just based on how they're dressed, you might be able to tell what they're thinking of doing. Frames are dropping a bit. There we go. And they're suddenly all gone. Either that or they just really are fast. Pretty sure I just have to keep going downstairs and I'll eventually get to them. Hopefully. Pretty sure they go right past to where that Nightkin was at the end. I'm actually almost out of microfusion cells. I think that's what they are. Or no, I think they're just energy cells for the pistols. Microfusion are... Need a key there. Oops. There we go. Microfusion are just for the rifles, and energy cells are for laser or plasma. Alright, I'm lost. According to the local map, I am in the... not even close. Okay. So it's that way. Anyone tell me which way to go? Oh, but one thing that's really great about Fraps, and it makes things easier, is the fact that I can tell it to record my own voice while the game records as well. Which, you know, does add to the file size, which actually the file size for the last video, which I looked, was about 14 and almost 15 minutes long. It was 40 something gigabytes when it's when the files aren't compiled. Okay, I think it's this way. Yeah, there's Antler. But yeah, and I'm pretty sure when I compile the files, it should be about 2-3 gigs maybe. Okay, probably should have unequipped this just to go a bit faster. But yeah, I'm going about 14-15 minutes long. I have this time a timer that'll tell me. You might be able to hear the sound when it goes off at around 14 seconds. It might be a little bit earlier just because I started it first. So let's just talk to him.
I waited to speak with you one last time before I descended to the launch pad, Wanderer. I want you to know that we will remember for all eternity how you delivered us to the threshold of the great journey. Our preparations are nearly complete, but the rockets that will carry us to salvation are yet missing vital components. If you would still help us, Wanderer, speak to Chris. He can tell you what is missing. There is no way that we can thank you enough, Wanderer. Your arrival here was a blessing. We will remember you always.
Okay.
After all that you have done for us, when Chris came to us, we tried to convince him that he was human. But this only angered him. He seemed lost. We decided to let him stay with us for a few days, over the course of which we learned that his technical skills far surpassed our own. It became clear that the Creator had sent him to us, to ensure the success of the great journey. Equally clear was that Chris should labor in blessed ignorance of his humanity, and his inability to make the journey himself. It is no coincidence that two humans have been vital to the success of the great journey. It is my belief that the Creator sent you and Chris to expiate the sins of your kind against mine. You are redeemers both. Such is the Creator's will. Vision upon vision has shown me that, were Chris to accompany us, he would die in minutes. The radiation around the launch pad alone would kill Chris in minutes. The radioactivity of the far beyond is much stronger. It is the Creator's will, and I must submit. There is no malice in it. We would take him with us if we could.
Alright.
There is no way that we can...
So now I guess I'll go talk to this Chris. But yeah, as you can see, he's always thought... Oh, that's the timer. He thinks that he's actually, a ghoul.
Jason says that I am
That's
to
the reason he
cooperate
keeps
with you
talking
on the
like
final
that, or at
tasks
least
necessary to
who knows
launch
if that's
the great
actually his
journey.
voice, but I doubt it. Alright, so I'll just end the video right after I get these few things. How can I help?
I was close to completing work on the rockets before we were driven into hiding on the top floor. 2 components were missing. A quantity of isotope 239 igniting agent and a set of thrust control modules. The igniting agent is highly radioactive and decays quickly. That's why we can't use the drums that leak down on the launch pad. It's no longer potent enough. I need you to find an intact, shielded container of the igniting agent. As for the thrust control modules, they were custom built for these rockets. They won't even launch without them. Very well, we don't need a huge amount. 2 to 3 liters should be enough.
Find atomic fuel for the rockets.
Repcon has been ransacked so many times by scavengers, it's hard to know where the components might turn up. If they turn up. Jason has mentioned some industrial ruins to the east that are supposed to be highly radioactive.
Okay. So now that I've accepted that, wait, actually let me
Have
see
you
if
found
I
the
can...
components?
Actually, I'll help with something else.
Alright.
Let's try the thrust control
Alright.
modules.
Scavengers wouldn't know the value of the modules just by looking at them. If you know any junk dealers in the area, I'd start there.
Let's see, maybe this guy will give me... Because I remember that this quest isn't actually that difficult to complete. I wonder where Jason, I think his name is. But oh well. I guess this will be the end of this part for now. In the next part, I'll go off and finish this off.
Hey there.
Alright, so thank you for watching, and I hope you watch the next part.